The Yamato Emperors are recognized as the longest continuous hereditary monarchy in the world, tracing their lineage back over 2,600 years. As descendants of the sun goddess Amaterasu, they shaped Japan's early political, cultural, and religious identity, leaving a profound legacy that endures to this day. The Yamato Emperors claim descent from the sun goddess Amaterasu. This mythical origin is significant in ancient Japan. Amaterasu is a key figure in Shinto, Japan's native spirituality. She's said to have emerged from the heavens, bringing light and life to the world. This divine connection led to the belief that the Yamato lineage had a sacred duty to lead Japan. The tales of the Yamato Emperors include the story of the first emperor, Jimmu. He's portrayed as a heroic figure who united Japan's clans. Legends describe him as a descendant of Amaterasu. This idea reinforced the notion that emperors had a divine right to rule. These stories legitimized their authority and linked them to Japan's spiritual roots. Emperor Jimmu's rise is a pivotal moment in Japan's history. It marks the beginning of the Yamato dynasty. According to legend, Jimmu was a descendant of the sun goddess Amaterasu. He embarked on a quest to unify the Japanese archipelago. With his divine lineage and strong will, he set out from what's now Kyushu. Jimmu faced many challenges. He encountered fierce tribes and daunting natural obstacles. His determination drove him to seek allies. Gradually, he built a coalition of supporters. Through strategic cunning, he overcame his adversaries. This showcased his leadership and military skills. Eventually, Jimmu reached Yamato in modern-day Nara Prefecture. Here, he established his capital. This location was crucial. It provided fertile lands and a strategic position for expansion. Upon arriving in Yamato, Jimmu declared himself the first emperor of Japan. He united various clans under his rule. He emphasized harmony and cooperation among the tribes. This laid the groundwork for a centralized authority. Jimmu's reign symbolized the fusion of divine right and earthly governance. This concept would resonate throughout Japanese history. His legacy goes beyond his conquests. Jimmu became a symbol of national identity and divine kingship. As Jimmu began his reign, he created the early Yamato court system. This system would grow and change over time. It reflected Japan's emerging political structure and societal organization. At first, power was held by the emperor and a small group of nobles. These nobles were known as the Uji. They acted as advisors and administrators, influencing local governance. The Yamato court system had a clear hierarchy. Loyalty and kinship were highly valued. The emperor, seen as a divine figure, held authority over the land and its people. Below him, Uji leaders managed their clans. They oversaw agriculture and settled local disputes. This setup encouraged unity among clans while allowing for some regional independence. As the court system evolved, it introduced more formal roles. Officials were assigned to handle military, taxation, and religious matters. This change highlighted the need for organized administration to support the emperor's rule. With the Yamato court system in place, Japan looked beyond its shores. The rulers turned to China, a powerful civilization. This marked a key moment in Japanese history. The Yamato emperors wanted to adopt Chinese governance, culture, and philosophy. They admired the sophistication of the Chinese imperial system. Their goal was to integrate similar structures into Japan. A significant change was the introduction of Confucian ideals. These ideals stressed hierarchy, loyalty, and social harmony. The Yamato court embraced Confucian principles. This practice helped create order and stability in society. Another major influence was the adoption of Chinese characters known as kanji. This transformed the Japanese writing system. It allowed for richer communication and better documentation of history. As Japan welcomed Chinese influence, the Yamato Emperors also brought in Buddhism. This further changed the spiritual landscape of the nation. Temples and monasteries began to rise, blending indigenous Shinto beliefs with Buddhist practices. This cultural exchange enriched Japan's religious life. It also opened doors for trade and diplomacy with neighboring countries. Through these efforts, the Yamato Emperors forged a unique identity. They balanced local traditions with foreign inspirations. The adoption of Chinese influence laid the foundation for future developments. It shaped governance, culture, and religion. Emperor Sujin recognized the need for spiritual unity. He implemented important religious reforms during his reign. A unified belief system was essential for strengthening the Yamato state. It also fostered loyalty among his subjects. To achieve this, Sujin sought to consolidate local deities and practices. He aimed to create a more structured form of worship. He introduced the concept of kami, or divine spirits. This idea became a key element of Shinto. Sujin emphasized ancestor worship. He encouraged the people to honor their forebears. This practice connected them with the divine. It elevated the status of the imperial family. It also reinforced the notion of divine right. The emperor was linked directly to the kami. Under Sujin's leadership, the emperor became more involved in religious ceremonies. He participated in rituals to appease the kami. These actions aimed to ensure the prosperity of the nation. Emperor Ojin ruled during a time of great change. He played a vital role in establishing Japan's early foreign relations. His reign was marked by a growing awareness of the outside world. Japan began to engage with neighboring regions, especially Korea and China. Ojin recognized that building diplomatic ties could improve Japan's security and cultural development. Under Ojin's guidance, Japan reached out to the Korean kingdoms, particularly Baekje. This kingdom served as a cultural bridge to the Chinese mainland. Trade flourished during this period. It allowed the exchange of goods, technology, and ideas. As a result, Japan benefited from new agricultural practices, metalworking techniques, and Buddhist teachings. These influences enriched Japanese society. Ojin also sent envoys to the Chinese court. This action demonstrated his ambition to place Japan on the global stage. The diplomatic missions aimed to gain formal recognition for Japan. They also sought to learn from the advanced civilizations of mainland Asia. The cultural exchanges that began in Ojin's reign laid the groundwork for future relations. They fostered a sense of unity and identity among the Japanese people. Moreover, Ojin's achievements in foreign relations helped consolidate power within the Yamato court. By interacting with foreign cultures, he strengthened his authority and expanded his dynasty's influence. Women played important roles in Yamato politics, despite often being overshadowed by men. Their influence shaped decisions within the court. Powerful women, especially empresses and consorts, were significant figures. They acted as advisors to emperors, using their influence to guide policies and diplomatic relations. Empress Jingu, who ruled in the 3rd century, exemplified strong leadership. Her military campaigns against Korea displayed her strength and the respect she earned in the court. Later, Empress Suiko was key in promoting Buddhism and fostering cultural exchanges with Korean states. This marked a shift in Yamato politics that reflected their vision. Women also played vital roles in political alliances through marriage. They connected with powerful clans, helping to secure peace and stability. Their influence extended beyond family ties. They were crucial in diplomacy and negotiations, benefiting the Yamato state. Despite societal norms that limited women's roles, many defied these expectations. They wielded power in the background, ensuring their voices were heard in politics. The key role of women in Yamato politics set the stage for important changes under Emperor Uriaku. He ruled in the 5th century and was known for his military strength. Uriaku expanded the Yamato state through carefully planned military campaigns. His goal was to consolidate power and assert dominance over nearby territories. This effort shaped the early political landscape of Japan. Under Uriaku's leadership, the Yamato army launched expeditions against various tribes and clans. They focused on the north and the west. The campaigns aimed to gain land and to integrate different cultures and resources into the Yamato domain. By forming alliances and engaging in warfare, Uriaku built a reputation as a strong leader. This reputation further strengthened his authority. Uriaku's reign marked a significant change in military organization. He introduced structured command systems. This allowed for better coordination among troops. The military expansion wasn't just about conquest. It also encouraged trade and cultural exchanges with the newly acquired regions. As the Yamato influence grew, so did the spread of Buddhism. It began to take root in these lands. The emperor's military success was crucial in enhancing the Yamato's status as a central power in Japan. His reign laid the groundwork for future emperors. They'd continue to navigate the complexities of governance and military strategy. As Emperor Keitai ascended to the throne in the 6th century, he faced major challenges. Lineage disputes within the Yamato clan threatened his reign's stability. These disputes arose from competing claims to the imperial lineage. Keitai, believed to be a descendant of Emperor Kinmei, found himself at the center of this contention. Different factions within the clan positioned their own candidates for the throne. The absence of clear succession rules made matters worse. This created an environment ripe for political maneuvering. Various clans sought to increase their influence by aligning with potential claimants. The political landscape became fragmented, loyalty was tenuous, and alliances shifted quickly. Keitai's reign was marked by his attempts to unify these factions. He worked hard to assert his legitimacy as emperor. Navigating the complex web of relationships, he often used marriages and strategic partnerships to strengthen his position. Despite his efforts, tensions lingered. This complicated his rule. Moreover, Keitai's legacy was shaped by these disputes. They influenced the succession of future emperors. His reign set a precedent for how lineage would be viewed in generations to come. It emphasized the importance of clear bloodlines in maintaining imperial authority. Emperor Kinmei ruled during the Asuka period. He was the 29th emperor, ascending to the throne in 540. His reign marked a significant change in Japan's history. During this time, Buddhism began to grow in influence across Japanese society. Kinmei supported this new religion. He helped connect the Yamato court with the Asian continent. But Kinmei's reign involved more than just spiritual growth. He faced challenges from rival clans, especially the powerful Soga clan. The Sogas aimed to increase their influence in the region. By backing Buddhism, Kinmei aligned himself with the Soga clan. This alliance strengthened his political position. It also laid the groundwork for future governance, blending religious and political authority. The Asuka period was also a time of artistic advancement. Influences from Chinese culture led to new forms of art and architecture. Kinmei encouraged these developments. His support led to the construction of significant temples. It also promoted artistic expression, shaping Japan's cultural identity for centuries to come. Emperor Tenmu rose to power in the late 7th century. He took the throne in 673. Japan was divided at that time. Many clans fought for control. Tenmu knew he had to unify the country. He understood that consolidating power was essential. This would stabilize the realm and restore imperial authority. To achieve his goals, Tenmu made important reforms. He focused on centralizing governance. He created a merit-based bureaucracy. This system replaced the old clan-based politics. By doing this, he could appoint skilled officials. They managed local affairs and enforced his laws. Tenmu built loyalty among his bureaucrats. This loyalty strengthened his rule and ensured compliance with his policies. Tenmu also aimed to bolster military strength. He organized imperial forces to quash potential uprisings. This helped protect the emperor's interests. His military strategy discouraged rebellion and showcased the power of the Yamato dynasty. Additionally, Tenmu encouraged agricultural development. He knew a prosperous economy would support his ambitions and provide stability. Through these actions, Emperor Tenmu laid a foundation for future emperors. He established a structure that valued centralized authority and effective governance. His reign marked a pivotal moment in Japanese history. It set the stage for a more unified and powerful imperial state. The changes he enacted would echo through the centuries, shaping the path of the Yamato dynasty. Empress Jito emerged as a key figure in the Yamato dynasty after Emperor Tenmu's reforms. She was the wife of Emperor Tenmu and the daughter of Emperor Jomei. In 686, she became the first empress regnant in Japan. This marked a shift in how people viewed female authority in the imperial line. Jito's reign focused on the policies her husband had started. She worked to consolidate power and promote Buddhism. Jito supported the centralization of governance and reinforced the structures established by Emperor Tenmu. She emphasized the imperial lineage and the divine right to rule. This helped legitimize her position and authority. Beyond politics, Jito was known for her cultural contributions. She sponsored religious institutions and encouraged literature and the arts. Her reign helped create a more unified national identity. She also promoted the use of Chinese characters in official documents. This facilitated better communication and administration. Though her reign lasted only a decade, Empress Jito's impact was profound. She navigated the challenges of leadership during a transformative time. Her efforts laid the groundwork for future female rulers, showing that women could wield power effectively within the imperial structure. As Japan entered the Nara period in the early 8th century, Emperor Shomu became a key figure in shaping the nation. He reigned from 724 to 749. His main goals were to strengthen the imperial court's power and promote Buddhism as a unifying force in society. Under his leadership, significant reforms were implemented to consolidate power and improve administrative efficiency. One of Shomu's most remarkable achievements was the creation of the Great Buddha at Todaiji Temple in Nara. This grand statue represented his deep devotion to Buddhism and his vision for a harmonious state. By commissioning the Great Buddha, Shomu aimed to unite his people spiritually and politically. He believed that a strong Buddhist presence would bring prosperity and peace. Shomu also initiated the Taika reforms. These reforms sought to centralize governance and enhance the tax system. He prioritized land redistribution to support agricultural production and sustain the growing population. His policies also encouraged infrastructure development, connecting different regions and facilitating trade and communication. Despite facing challenges such as financial difficulties and resistance from powerful clans, Shomu's reign marked a significant turning point in Japan's history. His efforts set the stage for future emperors to build upon. Ultimately, Emperor Shomu's dedication to Buddhism and his administrative reforms during the Nara period established a lasting legacy. After the reforms of Emperor Shomu, Japan's political landscape began to change. This change set the stage for the reign of Empress Kofun. She ruled from 749 to 758 and again from 764 to 770. During her time as empress, Kofun became heavily influenced by powerful Buddhist monks. Among them, Honen stood out as a significant figure. These monks helped shape her policies. Their influence allowed Buddhism to thrive in Japan. Kokun's bond with Buddhism wasn't just about faith, it had real political effects. She depended on the monks for advice and support. This strengthened her authority at a time when the imperial court faced threats from noble families and local leaders. By supporting Buddhist institutions, Kokun legitimized her rule. She also ensured that Buddhism became a major force in Japanese society. Yet the close ties between the imperial court and the monks had its problems. Some nobles grew concerned about the monks' rising power. They feared that this influence might overshadow the traditional aristocracy. Kokun's reign revealed this tension. She'd to balance her loyalty to the monks with the interests of the nobility. Despite these challenges, Kokun's reign was a significant time for both religion and politics. Her efforts aimed to unify the empire under Buddhist ideals. She also managed the complex power dynamics of a rapidly changing Japan. Thus, Empress Kokun's influence reflects the deep impact of religion on governance during her era. Emperor Kanmu ascended to the throne in 781. This marked the beginning of the Heian period, which lasted until 1185. During this time, Japan underwent significant changes in culture and politics. Kanmu sought to centralize power. He aimed to reduce the influence of powerful clans, especially the Fujiwara. To achieve this, he established a new capital in Nagaoka-kyo. Later, the capital moved to Heian-kyo, which is present-day Kyoto. This shift symbolized a renewed focus on governance and culture. Kanmu's reign highlighted the need for a strong imperial presence. He promoted the arts and literature. Under his guidance, poetry, calligraphy, and painting flourished. The period became known for its cultural achievements. Notable works like The Tale of Genji by Murasaki Shikibu emerged during this time. These works reflected the refinement of Heian culture. Additionally, Kanmu's administration made important changes to the military and bureaucratic structures. He implemented the Ritsuryo system, a set of administrative codes. This system organized the government and standardized taxation. His reforms aimed to improve efficiency and maintain order throughout the realm. Through his efforts, Emperor Kanmu laid the foundation for a vibrant cultural legacy. The Heian period became a symbol of elegance and sophistication. The imperial court thrived under his leadership. Ultimately, Kanmu's reign marked a pivotal moment in Japan's history. It steered the nation into a golden age of creativity and governance. As the Heian period advanced, the Fujiwara clan grew in power. They overshadowed the imperial court. Through clever marriage alliances and political moves, they weakened the emperor's authority. This shift marked the start of a slow decline in imperial power. It set the stage for significant changes in Japan's governance. The influence of the Fujiwara clan was a pivotal moment in this transformation. The grandeur of the emperor began to fade as new powers emerged. The Yamato Emperors once held great power in Japan. However, the rise of the Fujiwara clan changed this balance. Starting in the late 8th century, the Fujiwara family began to strengthen their position. They did this through strategic marriages and alliances. They married their daughters to emperors. This tactic intertwined their bloodline with the imperial family. As a result, the Fujiwara could wield power from behind the throne. They controlled the emperors while appearing loyal. As their influence expanded, the Fujiwara took on important government roles. They held the regent positions of Sessho and Kampaku. By the 11th century, they'd become the dominant political force. The emperors struggled to maintain their authority. The imperial court turned into a ceremonial institution. Real power, now, resided with the Fujiwara clan. This shift marked a significant decline in imperial power. The Fujiwara prioritized their interests above the Yamato lineage. Their reign showed how political maneuvering and strategic marriages could reshape power. Dynamics Emperor Shirakawa brought a major change to Japan's power structure. He introduced the practice of cloistered rule. This allowed retired emperors to keep strong influence in politics even after stepping down. Shirakawa's reign set a key precedent. It shaped how future emperors would engage in governance. Many rulers sought to maintain their reign. However, Emperor Shirakawa took a different route. He stepped back from the throne in 1086, but he didn't lose his power. Instead, he ruled from behind the scenes. This allowed him to keep control of the government while leaving the official duties to his successors. Shirakawa's approach led to the rise of retired emperors as key political figures. He appointed his son, Emperor Horikawa, but continued to influence his decisions. This created a dual monarchy. Shirakawa's reign marked a significant change in the power dynamics of the imperial court. Retired emperors became important players in political affairs. Shirakawa's impact went beyond governance. He promoted Buddhism and the arts, showing a commitment to cultural patronage. His unique style of leadership persisted even after his death. Future retired emperors looked to him as a model. The Genpei War was a major conflict between the Taira and Minamoto clans. This war changed Japan's political landscape forever. During this time, young Emperor Antoku was caught in the middle of the fighting. His reign was short but significant. It represented the fierce struggle for power in Japan's history. The clash of these clans shaped the future of the nation. In late 12th century Japan, tensions were high. The conflict between the Taira and Minamoto clans became a crucial chapter in the nation's history. In 1180, the Genpei War began. It was fueled by a fierce struggle for power over the imperial court and the future of Japan. The Taira clan, led by Taira no Kiyomori, held significant sway in the government. Their dominance sparked anger and resistance. The Minamoto clan sought to regain their influence. They rallied behind Minamoto no Yoritomo. Battles erupted across the land. One of the most notable clashes was the Battle of Dan no Ura in 1185. Here, the Taira faced a crushing defeat. Young Emperor Antoku, a supporter of the Taira, tragically drowned in this battle. His death marked a significant turning point for the Taira clan. In the end, the Minamoto emerged victorious. This victory led to the establishment of the Kamakura shogunate. It shifted Japan's political landscape forever. The conflict highlighted the rise of the samurai class. It also laid the foundation for centuries of military governance. The legacy of the Taira and Minamoto clans remains a vital part of Japan's cultural memory. Their story is one of power, struggle, and transformation in the annals of history. Emperor Go-Toba's reign brought a major change to Japan's power structure. The Kamakura shogunate started to rise in strength. As this happened, the emperor's direct control weakened. This shift marked the beginning of military governance in the land. The emperor's loss of authority changed the political landscape dramatically. It also laid the groundwork for future conflicts. Tensions grew between the imperial court and the shogunate. Japan's imperial lineage was long held in high regard. However, the rise of the Kamakura shogunate marked a major shift in power. This change led to the gradual loss of direct control by the emperor. Emperor Go-Toba ruled from 1183 to 1198. During his reign, he found himself increasingly sidelined. The shogunate, led by Minamoto no Yoritomo, took on the role of the ultimate decision-maker. As the shogunate's power grew, it established a feudal system. This system favored the samurai class and diminished the emperor's influence in governance. Go-Toba attempted to reclaim his authority by creating a rival shogunate. His efforts, however, were unsuccessful. This struggle culminated in the Jokyu War of 1221. Go-Toba aimed to restore imperial power, but faced a swift defeat. The Jokyu War was a turning point. It confirmed the shogunate's dominance over Japan. Although the imperial court remained a symbol of culture and religion, it became more detached from political affairs. The loss of direct control marked the dawn of a new era. The shogunate held true power, shaping Japan's governance for centuries to come. The Ashikaga era was a pivotal time in Japanese history. It marked the rise of two courts, the southern and northern courts. This division led to fierce conflicts. Rival factions fought for power and legitimacy. These struggles changed the political landscape of Japan. They also transformed the relationship between the emperors and the shogunate. The emperors sought to reclaim authority, while the shogunate aimed to solidify its control. This era wasn't just about power, it influenced culture and governance as well. The battles and alliances of the time left a lasting impact on Japan's history. During the Ashikaga era, Japan faced deep divisions. Two rival imperial courts emerged. Each court claimed legitimacy and authority. The southern court was based in Yoshino. It rallied around Emperor Go-Daigo. He aimed to restore imperial power after years of shogunate control. In contrast, the northern court was established by Ashikaga Takauji. This court supported Emperor Komyo. It positioned itself as the rightful ruler of Japan. The conflict between these two courts was intense. Both factions sought support from regional warlords and samurai. The southern court struggled to reclaim power. Internal strife and a lack of resources hampered its efforts. Meanwhile, the northern court gained strength. It consolidated its influence over the Kanto region. Despite many battles, neither side secured a decisive victory. This led to ongoing instability across Japan. The divide persisted for decades. Both courts existed in a fragile state of coexistence. It wasn't until 1392 that reconciliation occurred. The southern court ultimately triumphed, leading to reunification. Emperor Go-Daigo played a key role during Japan's Sengoku period. This time was marked by conflict and change. He sought to restore the power of the emperor. However, he faced many challenges. These struggles led to a decline in the emperor's prestige. Feudal lords began to gain more influence. As a result, the emperor's role became more ceremonial. This shift was a significant moment in Japanese history. It changed the landscape of power and governance in the nation. Japan's imperial lineage was once a powerful symbol of unity and authority. However, during the Sengoku period, this prestige significantly declined. This change was largely influenced by Emperor Go-Daigo's reign. He sought to reclaim power from the Kamakura shogunate. This ambition ignited a civil conflict and led to the Nanboku-cho period. Unfortunately, his efforts weakened the political stability of the time. As regional warlords known as daimyos gained power, they began to ignore the emperor's authority. The constant warfare fragmented the country. The emperor's role became more ceremonial. During this time, alternating courts emerged, further diminishing imperial influence. Go-Daigo's attempts to assert control ultimately fostered factionalism. As a result, respect for the imperial institution waned. Emperor Ogemachi played a crucial role in Japan's history. He ruled during a time of great political turmoil. This was when the Tokugawa era began. As the shogunate centralized power, the emperor's role became mostly ceremonial. This change was significant. It marked a crucial moment in Japan's journey toward unification. the country moved closer to stability. Under the Tokugawa rule, the emperor's presence remained important, even as real power shifted. This era set the stage for Japan's future development and cultural identity. During the Tokugawa era, the role of the emperor changed significantly. The emperor shifted from being a political leader to a symbolic figure. The Tokugawa shogunate was established by Tokugawa Ieyasu in 1603. This marked the beginning of centralized authority in Japan. The emperor became a figurehead with real power held by the shogunate. Emperor Ogimachi had once played a key role in unifying Japan. However, by the Tokugawa era, his influence had diminished. The emperors became more disconnected from governance. Their focus shifted to religious and cultural ceremonies. Shinto rituals and court festivals became central to their duties. These activities reinforced the emperor's role as a symbol of unity and continuity for the Japanese state. Even with their reduced political power, the emperor's ceremonial role remained vital. The Tokugawa shogunate recognized this importance. They used the emperor's position to legitimize their rule. This helped foster stability and cultural cohesion in Japan. As a result, the emperor evolved into a symbol of Japan's rich heritage. He embodied the nation's traditions, while political power firmly rested with the shogunate. As Japan faced pressure from Western powers, Emperor Komei ruled during a crucial time. He resisted foreign influence. This resistance set the stage for the Meiji Restoration. This movement aimed to modernize Japan. It sought to strengthen the nation. In the late 19th century, Japan faced growing discontent with the Tokugawa shogunate's isolationist policies. This discontent set the stage for the Meiji Restoration. Many people, including samurai, merchants, and intellectuals, wanted modernization and a stronger national identity. The arrival of Commodore Perry in 1853 heightened these feelings. His visit forced Japan to confront Western imperialism and technological progress. During this time, Emperor Komei reigned from 1846 to 1867. He became a symbol of hope for reformists. Despite the shogunate's constraints, he sought to unite the nation and restore imperial power. His vision resonated deeply with the people. As dissatisfaction grew, a coalition of samurai from the Satsuma and Choshu domains emerged. They began to advocate for change. This marked a significant challenge to the authority of the shogunate emperor. Meiji ascended to the throne in 1867. His reign marked a significant change for Japan. It was a time of modernization. The traditional influence of the Yamato lineage began to fade. Under his leadership, Japan transformed from a feudal society into a modern state. The country embraced Western ideas, technology, and governance. This shift laid the foundation for Japan to become a global power. During the Meiji Restoration, many reforms took place. The samurai class lost its privileges. A national conscription system replaced the traditional warrior elite. Education underwent a major overhaul. A public school system emerged, creating a literate and skilled population. Industrialization took off, with factories and railroads reshaping the economy. Emperor Meiji served as a symbol of national unity and progress. His appearances at public events and commitment to his role strengthened the emperor's status among the people. However, modernization changed how people viewed the emperor's divine status. The traditional Yamato authority began to merge with the new nation-state. As Japan embraced its new identity, the Yamato lineage faced challenges. The changes during Emperor Meiji's reign marked the end of an era. The nation evolved into a modern empire, leaving behind many traditional practices. This transformation altered the political landscape and sparked a profound cultural evolution. The chrysanthemum throne is a strong symbol of Japan's imperial heritage. It stands as a testament to the country's long history. Even today, it holds great significance. Many Japanese view the throne as a source of national pride. It represents unity and continuity. Throughout history, the throne has witnessed many changes. It has seen shifts in power and culture. The emperor's role has evolved, yet the throne remains a constant. Inside a world that's always changing, the chrysanthemum throne endures. It serves as a reminder of Japan's rich traditions and its enduring spirit. As Japan moves through modern times, the chrysanthemum throne stands as a strong symbol of tradition and continuity. The imperial family, descended from the ancient Yamato lineage, represents the nation's rich history and cultural heritage. Although the emperor's role has changed, the throne still inspires national unity and stability. Today, the emperor serves mainly as a ceremonial figure. He represents the people but doesn't hold political power. This role creates a sense of belonging among citizens, especially in times of crisis or celebration. Events like the emperor's birthday and the enthronement ceremony attract millions. They reinforce the bond between the monarchy and the public. The throne's importance reaches beyond Japan. The emperor acts as a diplomatic figure. He promotes peace and cultural exchange, helping Japan assert its identity globally while respecting its past. The journey of the Yamato Emperors tells Japan's rich history. It blends myth with reality. It begins with the legendary Emperor Jimmu. He is considered the first emperor of Japan. His reign symbolizes the start of the imperial line. As time passed, Japan faced many changes. The reign of Emperor Meiji marked a pivotal shift. He transformed Japan into a modern nation. Under his rule, the country embraced new ideas and technologies. This period was crucial for Japan's development. The chrysanthemum throne is a powerful symbol. It represents continuity and tradition in Japan. The throne reflects the enduring spirit of the nation. Even as Japan evolves, the legacy of the Yamato Emperors remains strong. Their influence is a significant part of Japan's national identity.